Did
Wait,
it go?
I think we're live now.
Ah,
Hi, everyone.
hello.
Let's start with introductions. Hi, I'm Kelsey. I read today.
I'm Logan. I'm the By Book Boy.
I am Emily at Emily Reads Books, because that is what I do.
This is our first live stream for the By Book Club. That's so exciting. Comments just started. Whoa! Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Star-Crossed by Barbara Dee, which was our November book. I guess we can start with general thoughts. Anyone want to start us off?
Ooh, okay.
I loved it.
Yeah. I sobbed. Generally, yeah, right? Generally, I love the way that she wrote the dialogue because, like, it's hard to get young people's voices. I rant about this too much, but I feel like she really got, at least the way that I talked when I was that age.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was so much middle school, like, just stuff coming back in my brain as I was reading this. It was so good.
Did anyone imagine that it was in their middle school?
Yes.
Like,
no.
I could only picture my middle school. Okay, never mind.
No, same. It was so bad.
No, I totally agree with the middle school though, because I wrote that down in my notes. I was like, she captures the middle school experience to a T. It made me want to start like an awkward crush and like ask my parents for a ride.
Ask my parents for a ride.
It's like, Mom, will you drive me to my friend's house?
Literally, Mom, can I keep my cell phone past 10 a.m. or 10 p.m., please?
10 a.m.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Also, hi everyone. Even if you haven't read the book and you're here, I see you and I appreciate you.
It's so nice that you guys are here. Thank you for supporting the club.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in.
Welcome to our club.
Oh my goodness. So, like, do we want to do like a quick like recap for those that like just like New York Times editorial back of the book style? What is this for people who haven't read?
We should do that. Who wants to say what the book's about?
Fine, I got this. Okay. So, long story short, our main character's name is Maddie, and she is a girl in 8th grade, and they are doing Romeo and Juliet as their school play. And she has always had a crush on this one boy named Elijah for as long as she can remember. And, you know, at 12, how long is that really? But she ends up auditioning for the show along with her two best friends, Lucy and Tessa. And she meets this girl named Gemma, and they kind of hit it off. And she realizes that she might have a crush on Gemma. And it's kind of a thing of discovering you know, sexuality, not even sexuality, but just, you know, understanding like the different relationships that you can have with people of different genders or the same gender and identity, and kind of how, you know, even at 12 years old, like, life is hard. And yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else want to add?
You did like a really good job at explaining it.
That's why I let you do it.
That was so detailed.
I reigned in the chaos for this one.
Like, here's the succinctness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll talk about the format of the book and how, like, I said this to you guys, that like the book is just organized in a way that looks like Justice, like Limited 2 had a book baby. And like, if this book was a retail store, it would be Justice, because that's where I shop in the book. Like, it's the flowers for me.
I love it. Well, I appreciate a good quote at the beginning of every chapter. And so for those of you who don't own or have not read this book, before every chapter, there is a quote. Oh my gosh, I hate my camera. A quote from Romeo and Juliet. Oh my god, it's inverted, and I like literally am like,
I hate it.
I'm like, I keep falling out of frame. It's so bad. I'm just like,
Where's he gonna go?
Right. I did like, I enjoyed the way that it was sort of story-wise mapped out like Romeo and Juliet,
Mhm.
but then it also like Barbara Dee used that as like a way to be like, oh, this is what you think's gonna happen, but it's not, and like
Mhm.
throw us off. And like I enjoyed it a lot. It was a cool tactic, and yeah.
The Justice Store book.
Yeah.
Just the fonts.
Look at this
and like
art.
yeah, the art.
Wow.
Also, my cover's pretty.
Mhm.
I like my cover a lot.
My cover is electronic.
This is like the Comic Sans of
Like
middle
the curly.
school. Yeah.
Really? Okay, like I swear back, I was like, I would draw that in my notebook in middle school because I wanted to feel like I was artsy. Like, not even because I was into it. Yeah, the spirally like flowers and shit. Like, it was so.
Mood.
It's such a mood. It's such a mood.
Mary, you skip over this.
Low-key.
God.
I would say the difference with this is that they are quotes from Romeo and Juliet, which I've read multiple times, and so I think you can I think it reflects better within the story, and it was always like it's like a sentence versus I'm the same way normally.
I do want to say that this is based on Romeo and Juliet, like but it's not a tragedy. There's no tragedy aspect to this book.
That we know of.
It's cute.
I'm just kidding.
Is there a sequel? There you go.
Barbara,
I actually
what we want.
Give us what we want. We need a sequel. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did actually really enjoy like the ending. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but I did enjoy the way that like it felt very original, especially for like you know, the way that I don't know, just it was really good. I don't know how to not spoil it, you guys. I'm so bad at not spoiling things. It's so bad. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Kelsey, can we highlight this comment on so the 12-year-olds don't die?
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you that because it would be a spoiler.
Well, maybe they do. Spoilers.
I mean, in Romeo and Juliet, they did a fake out.
Yeah.
So I didn't know if this book was going to pull a Romeo and Juliet action.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys read the comments because I can't.
It's just a lot of hellos.
Can we highlight Eli Johnson quickly just to shout out to him because that's my little brother and I love you. So thank you for tuning in.
Mine's Fortnite Drift.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That is
well, Romeo and Juliet like that.
Oh my god. That is so incredible.
Mary, we'll watch it together. We'll do a little event.
We could do a live watch of Romeo and Juliet, you guys. Oh my god.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. That's not a promise, by the way. Yeah.
Little Frogan.
Oh my goodness. Wait, we have to acknowledge that.
What?
Yes,
Yeah. Oh my god, Emily Long. Yeah.
Live reaction. We have to give the people what they want now.
Guys,
right.
Oh my god. We have to.
I guess back on topic.
Representation.
Yes. How was the bisexual representation in this book? I thought it was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You go ahead, Logan. You go first.
No. I was just gonna say I loved the way because it was again a very middle school experience of bisexuality, and that like when she's discussing her whole like crush on Elijah, and they're like, well, why do you like him? And she's just like, well, I've always liked him. Like I for one had a crush like that, like until probably about the same age where it was literally just like, I don't know why I like her because I should like somebody, you know. I just feel like, you know, you just feel like you have to. And then like it was a very different circumstance for sure, but like it was just one of those things where it's like, that's real and we don't always talk about it, you know.
I was the kind of person in middle school to have a crush on everyone, so when I got tired of one person I'd be like, I can't go without a crush. You.
I
thought that Barbara was able to take a story like this and make it very palatable for a wide audience and a young audience. And, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I think the main complaint with a lot of stories, and Barbara wrote on her website, you know, she's like, I'm a straight woman, and, you know, and I think the number one issue that a lot of young queer literature can be is that people feel like it's being forced, right? Or that it feels like it's just so overwhelming. And I think that Barbara was really able to write a story that was really palatable and also very truthful to the age group in which she was representing. And she talks, I mean, it's very confusing, right? Like, sexuality is just confusing. I mean, I'm confused about it.
Yeah.
And I think like talking about like the shift and like the expectations of kind of what you were saying, Kelsey, about like, I should have a crush on someone because I've always had a crush on someone. And then all of a sudden, you know, this crush feels different. And why does this crush feel different? And what does that mean? And is this okay? Or is it allowed? And I don't know. I just thought that like Barbara did a really good job.
No, I totally agree on how she like all of that. That was amazing. Like I've been saying, I want this to get an adaptation so badly because a lot of kids, they're like, books, no, but I think this is such an important story to like reach wider audiences.
Yes.
And I want it executed properly and very like well.
Yeah.
So I think it would be like a groundbreaking movie. It's already a groundbreaking book in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. This is like the next step after Prom. Like it's literally the next step. Like we got Love Simon, then we got Prom, now we get this. Like it really, I think it will be really good. Also, can we talk about the theater kid, like life that she captured here? Oh my God. I was cackling at those Shakespearean like insults. I was like, that was me as a little nerdy middle schooler. It was so bad.
Oh my gosh, wait, okay, guys, in the back of the book, to those tuning in the back of the book, if you don't have one, there's a whole list of Shakespearean insults.
So if you haven't read the book, one of the best friends of the main character, her name's Tessa, she is a huge fan of Shakespeare. And so throughout the book, she's using these Shakespearean insults to like outsmart, and she's the Mercutio character of the story. And yes, Emily.
And, oh my God.
And so she's using these insults throughout the entire book, and then Barbara indexed them in the back so that we could reference them and know which which play of Shakespeare's it was originally from. So, big shout out to Barbara Dee doing that for us. She is doing the most.
Yes.
Honestly.
No, really, she was really like her own dramaturg for this as well. Like which I guess authors are because research, but like this was a really well put together book as well. Like if you aren't like a crazy, you know, like super into Shakespeare sort of thing and you're reading this, there was a lot to be like, oh, hey, so this is what this is. This is what this is. Just so you know. I feel like it would be hard to miss a lot of the references put down here. But they still felt all natural and not forced, you know?
I know we've been neglecting the chat, but I really just want to acknowledge how there was like a whole conversation about the second Romeo and Juliet movie. I just want to acknowledge it.
Oh my God.
I'm kind of reading them off to the side and like trying not to like
laugh.
My Wi-Fi slowed down when I got on the comment section, so I had to turn it off. So I'm just leaving you guys to the comments.
There was a whole conversation.
That is incredible. Oh my God.
But yeah, do we have anything else we want to talk on about non-spoilers before we get into like scene by scene, character by character?
Jinx. Wait, okay. No, I don't have it. No, because everything else is in book.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Everything is super spoilery for me. So here we go.
Spoiler time. I don't know how to do banners. Whatever. It's spoiler time.
Yeah. There we go.
Also, honestly, I don't think the book would be ruined if you haven't read it. And Yasmin, hey!
And Hugo.
Hi.
Everyone put it in.
Oh my gosh, I love everyone. I just wanted to bye, Mayor. Jinx, Kelsey. I just want to say, if we are gonna like talk spoilers now, like through the end of the book, but this is definitely a book. I think that even if you know exactly what's gonna happen, I don't think the essence of it will be ruined for you. And also, it's Romeo and Juliet, so like, you're not gonna be surprised. I wasn't. I don't know if you guys were. I don't know.
Yeah. It's public domain with a twist, guys. Like, you can't get mad at me. Anyway.
No, I totally
Drinks,
agree.
eggnog.
I love how it's. Oh wait.
Let's all. Yes, please.
Take a sip for spoilers.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What?
My king.
What are we highlighting?
Comment up there.
Oh, you go. Oh, you're the best. Thank you for always tuning in.
You literally don't deserve. You and Yasmin right now are doing the most.
Oh,
Okay,
and
also
Niall and our brothers.
Niall, just
Everyone,
everyone
here.
the most.
oh my god. What a time.
For spoilers.
Right. First scene. I guess it was like Froyo. Anyone? I don't know any other first scene to talk about. I like how Froyo had a big theme throughout the book.
As it should. As it should.
Yeah.
Froyo is an important part of the bisexual experience.
I know,
Thank
really
you.
culture.
Also,
Yeah.
real talk here. How are these 13-year-olds able to afford Froyo like every day of the week?
I feel like,
I didn't even have an allowance.
I didn't
No,
either.
same.
How did they afford to? Anyway, okay.
I feel like there's a bit of suspension of disbelief here in that I was sitting here being like, oh yeah, it's like the Love Simon income level, of these children is what I'm feeling. Sort of, these are children of lawyers. These are not children of like,
Right.
Just what I'm thinking.
You're right.
I don't know.
Can we? Okay, 1 second. Can we acknowledge Tessa and Lucy real quick as like the real MVPs here?
Oh yes.
Friendship.
Oh my god.
I mean,
oh my god.
I didn't get the symbolism right away of Tessa being Mercutio and Lucy being Benvolio and Maddie being like in their life. I didn't get that like until about halfway through the book. But I was
that's funny because I got that at that part. I was like, "Yep, this is," because it's so like scene by scene. Romeo and Juliet. I was like, "Oh, so this is what it is." Like,
oh my god, it is.
It literally is because Romeo and Juliet starts out with the fight. It's just instead of Leonardo DiCaprio on like a car or whatever, it's these 13-year-olds in like in an ice cream truck.
If you guys didn't know, Logan and Emily are theater majors. I read Romeo and Juliet in 8th grade, so it's been a hot minute for me.
Hold on, I'm processing that I missed that.
Wait, can I? Oh, I don't know. No, I want to highlight Emily. It didn't work. I want to highlight you. I couldn't do it. I don't know how to do it.
Okay, I don't know how to. How do we highlight comments on this?
Do you know? Comment.
I don't know.
You click on them. Oh, Hugo, thank you so much for tuning in and like just knowing. Thank you so much.
Doing the most.
Oh my god.
So, okay, I'm freaking out right now because I didn't.
Oh, okay, since high school.
I didn't even put it together that whole scene and Willow and her people coming in for the
it's literally the Capulets they're literally like the scene where they smack down at the beginning of the scene, and then it goes next to Romeo talking about, oh my god, my lover and all this stuff, except it's Emma, like it's so good. Yes, Emily, that's so real. Yes, Emily. Okay, you know us in person, you know this.
I can't believe this is like it's happening right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then it's at a party / a ball that they meet, and it's a mask costume thing. Yeah. Oh, so good. By the way, can we talk? Okay, I love her little brothers. I am in love with her little brothers. If we tagged ourselves in this book, they would be like, They're so cute. They're
No,
just
I
so
loved
cute.
the big family representation.
Yeah.
Like, I have not seen many books or movies with like big families. Like, she had so many siblings. She had like a half sister, right? Just
Yes.
like the diversity of not only like sexuality, but also in family life with like everyone.
And
I really appreciate it.
Gemma, or Juliet, like is from the UK, and talking about having a mom that's overseas and what that means for your family, and her dad is technically a single father at this time because their family's been separated. Yeah.
Barbara Dee doing the most.
Yeah, I know.
I would literally pass out in this
She just literally like unfriended. A little screen pops up right over here.
Barbara,
and she's
if
like,
you are watching or watch this in the future, I am your biggest fan.
Yes.
Don't be shy, Barbara. Drop a comment.
Please. Oh my God.
Okay, book thing here, getting back on track.
Looping back.
Maddie, our main character, has not been invited to the party that Willow is hosting, and Willow is our Tybalt character. And where is he? Honestly.
Okay, it's a Tybalt character.
We're eating grass.
So,
oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh wait, thank you, Noah.
Aww.
All right,
so Willow and her gang of who would be Capulet Goonies, I guess, show up to the Froyo, and we get in a big fight. And yeah, Willow is not a cool bitch. She's really mean. And, Barbara, don't show this to any of the middle schoolers.
Don't show this to any of the middle schoolers. Oh my God.
Don't show this to the targeted demographic.
I'm about to swear so much we're gonna get demonetized if any of us ever gets monetized. So let's go.
So Lucy, Tessa, and Maddie decide that in order to get Maddie into this party, it's a Halloween party. Sorry, my favorite kind of party. And they're like, look, Maddie, it's a Halloween party. You just got to dress up and wear a mask. No one will know it's you. Willow won't care. It'll be great. So Maddie goes as Darth Vader, which is like
the Star Wars references.
I know.
There's a sequence where she's speaking through like this little like speaker thing that changes her voice to the Darth Vader thing, and she's trying to not let anyone know that it's her. And it is like, I live for it.
Yes.
I do want to point out something, that the fact that Maddie was so dramatic and in character the whole night, and she wasn't a theater kid before the play was like, are you kidding?
I know.
I love her.
I know. And she's not even like, she wasn't even like the super Star Wars like fiend. It's her brothers. So like, what a good literally, what a good older sister. It was so good. Also, the cape, when she gives Gemma the cape, I started sobbing.
The straw sword fight.
Yeah.
The straw fight.
The straw sword fight. That was incredible. Oh my God.
The scene of them meeting was just absolutely precious. So you find out that Gemma is friends with Willow, and she's like new, and she's from the UK, and she's hiding from the party, and so is Maddie, because she's kind of done with boys at this point, because the guy she had a crush on was kind of rude to her, all this stuff, and they meet, and oh no, guys, the straw sword.
The straws.
I don't want to skip ahead, but I do want to talk about like her panic when she thinks that Gemma thought she was a guy.
The bi panic, you mean?
The bi panic, yeah.
Her bi panic immediately.
The panic in this book is so good. It's the rep.
Oh yes. It's such a, I don't know. I just love because it's not even like, I don't know. It's not even like oh God, what's going to happen? It's just like oh wait, oh no, that's not right. Like internal conflict. What's happening?
Yeah.
Head tilt. Like it's so good.
I did want to bring up one thing. This is skipping ahead a little bit too.
Yes.
So to like catch us up, Maddie gets revealed at the party. Her Darth
that made me so upset.
I was pissed. that Willow, they rip off the Darth Vader mask, and she's so upset, and I cried because that's all I do now.
Yeah.
Niall, yes, you were correct. But like, I just want to appreciate here. Okay, sorry. So context, skipping ahead. They are going to English class, Maddie's favorite class. Also the teacher, Mr. Torres, my king. the only man worth shit in this book.
Only
Mr. Torres.
Yes.
He's the English teacher. This is middle school. Okay.
Professor. He could be a professor. He could have a doctorate. Who knows?
I just wanted to point out though, so when they're talking about what the show is going to be this year, this is what I'm going to do a direct read from the book because I thought this was so funny. Last year, the 8th grade did Grease.
Yeah.
They let 13-year-olds do Grease.
They didn't let my high school do Grease.
Shame.
Next, okay.
Shame.
The year before was Our Town. And I had College Panic. Back to the Emily.
Oh my God, Emily monologue. Oh my God.
Which was our freshman year final for acting class, which was.
Everyone dies. Everyone just. Oh God, all of that. I can still do some of it. Oh my God.
And then they did West Side Story, and then they talk, which is its own issue because no offense, I don't know the diversity of this school, so but
it's a Glee production of West Side Story.
I'm sitting here thinking, the budget that this school must have.
Yeah, is this the performing arts high school? Like, what's going on here?
Is it Ant Farm?
Is it Ant Farm? Oh my God.
I know, Emily, for middle school. So like I'm sitting here thinking like for my middle school, I mean my 8th grade musical was Beauty and the Beast. It was the best show of my life. And I couldn't stop thinking about it the entire time I read this book. But I was like, even doing Beauty and the Beast was like a big deal because that was a big production and it like probably cost us $15. But you know what I mean?
We didn't have a middle school theater department. We had Missoula Children's Theater would come. Which is literally Missoula. I was the Missoula Children's Theater kid as a child. I was a little tiny thing, but it was like it's the coolest program. Speaking of which, that like it's super cool. I could rant about that forever. But that's how we got it. So like I'm sitting same. I'm like, how did you get Grease as
Grease?
Grease. Literally, please tell me this was Grease Junior. Like at least. Like
I played Rizzo. I played Rizzo when I was 17 years old, and my parents were like, "I can't watch this."
Oh yeah, I'm sure even that was like, because like the amount of times that they're like, "Oh, we have to rewrite this line in this thing just because the school board might not be okay."
Yeah.
Sorry,
I just had to make that comment because I was reading it and I literally went,
huh?
Yeah.
I can't get over Grease Junior.
Oh my God. Into the Woods Junior is next year. I don't know. I know it's literally just the first act. Like they're like, okay, you have a happy ending actually. And you're like, spoilers for I guess Into the Woods Junior. There we are.
I wanted to point out on page 32 in my book, but when Maddie talks about, sorry, I keep
scrolls through.
This is our nephew to Logan.
Oh no.
I just want to point out the moment where Maddie is talking about Gemma, and she's like, Gemma's beautiful. I mean, I'm pretty, but Gemma's like another kind of pretty. And I was like, yes, girl, self-confidence. You're gorgeous.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I know. No, I love that.
Kind of pretty. And I was just like, normalize appreciating your own beauty and seeing it in others. Like,
yes.
Oh,
yes. It was a tiny moment, but it really stuck out to me because in middle school, you're so self-conscious and you think so much about what other people think and care about.
The root of so many body issues.
I didn't get that self-confidence that Maddie had until college. Like, literally.
I'm a graduate, and I still think I look like a slug.
Right. Oh, God.
Slug.
Okay.
Not to change the topic, but like I'm going to sidetrack just because you think we won't do it. You think we won't?
Don't challenge us.
We will.
Can you do Niles as well?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You think we won't do that too? We'll rewrite it.
I will.
Oh my God.
My role as Rizzo.
Okay. So party's over. She got unmasked. She threw up because she was so anxious. Like I loved seeing like anxious middle schoolers represented, but right?
Been there.
Have done.
Yes.
Have done. Is me.
Is me. Oh my God.
This whole book club, we're all just anxious middle schoolers at heart.
Actually, really though, that should be the new subline. Okay.
So then the play gets announced.
Yeah, play gets announced, and they cast it like. And Maddie is not initially cast as Romeo. I think that's important to announce.
That was surprising to me because
me too.
Remember when we were doing the announcement? I was like, yeah, she plays Romeo, and then I was reading it, and I was like,
no, I still advertise it like that.
I was so excited about it though, like, cause it's Paris, and I was like, but it's the unrequited love. This is so perfect. It's like really cute.
I didn't even put two and two together. Oh my God, you guys are
she's literally playing Juliet's unrequited love, and she is Gemma's. It's so well done. It is so good.
I can't get over.
I need to reread Romeo and Juliet. That's one thing about this book. This book will make you want to reread Romeo and Juliet. I haven't thought about picking it up since 8th grade. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, I will do it.
And if you're here for the Star Wars stuff, there is a Star Wars version of Romeo and Juliet out there. There is Star Wars copies of all the Shakespeare out there.
No, Niall. Maddie does play Romeo eventually.
Yes. Yes.
Eventually. But one second, I just want to appreciate, I wrote a note because Maddie decides that she's going to audition for the show, right? And then she goes through the list of characters for who she should audition for. And she's like, Romeo, too important. Juliet, ditto. Too much competition. Tybalt, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, shit, I did this all the time. I was like, I don't want too many lines, but like I want to be important enough that people know who I am.
We're like, not gonna do this, but then I know this is going to this person, and like I would give it to them. So like, let's do this instead.
With my school, we wouldn't pick what roles we wanted. We picked what roles the director would cast each person as, and we'd be like, well, we're not getting cast as leads. We're gonna be this comedic relief right here.
Oh, yeah.
That's how my school works.
I also want to point out that, okay, so Mr. Torres, I mean, my king, he's like, yeah, by the way,
our Lord and Savior.
Women are up for all male roles and stuff like that. And I was like lit because I was like, oh my God. But then he says, but I'm thinking of, or I'd like to cast a boy from this class as Romeo. And I said, oh, so it's open for all women except Romeo? We're only casting. I was so
Okay, I will say though, I was torn on that because when he's like, yo, Maddie, when he has like after her audition and she kills it, and he's like, yo, you can really do this here.
Before that.
I know that.
Okay.
But can I jump ahead? Jump ahead. Okay, so Maddie,
we're already at that
audition,
point.
She has read the whole play, which I'm like, yes, thank you for being professional as an 8th grader. I never did that. Sometimes I don't do that. Yeah, good job. And she kills the audition, and then afterwards, he's like, okay, so why Paris though? Because like you could do so much better. And there, I was like, is he gonna be like, hey, you should do Romeo? But he didn't. So like half of me is like, maybe he wanted to do that.
I think he did. I think he did.
Yeah,
that's how I.
The other half. No, yeah, I hope so. The other half of me there was a couple of times though when there was like, people were like, oh God, I don't remember I think it was Willow. Isn't it Willow? Who I'm not gonna scroll through the ebook, you guys. I'm sorry.
I remember everything.
Where Willow's like, okay, but when she does become like Romeo or whatever, Willow's like, okay, but that's gonna like confuse people, and that wasn't ever that like you could kind of feel his teacher like, we're gonna go over that. And I don't know. I feel like that's like not a bad thing, but just like stuff to discuss where I was like, okay, we do have some subtle homophobia going on here.
Yeah.
Not like a lot. Like, yeah, I appreciated that it wasn't that the main struggle wasn't like some homophobic person coming in and like tearing her apart. I love that was not at all what mattered. But it was like, it was kind of cool that was still slightly added in there, that they were like, sure, that they were like, people are still kind of jerks sometimes, you know, people are still pretty,
especially in a middle school environment. And I grew up in the South. That would not fly at my middle school. So it was nice that it was acknowledged that they do face those troubles type. You feel? Yeah,
exactly. No, that's what I thought.
In that one rehearsal where AJ is like, isn't that kind of gay? And the professor.
This is a highly funded public school or private school at this point.
My king kind of just shuts it down, and he's like, look, you know what? We're not using that term, because once again, I think Barbara uses this as a learning point. To on experiencing your sexuality and changes in your sexuality, and also going on with that, and saying that that's gay really isn't okay, and saying like that is not appropriate, and it's being like subtly sprinkled in throughout the book, which is really important.
That's why it's
I also love that in that scene. What did you say?
Oh, that it's just required reading.
Oh, for sure. No, this is literally like a how-to guide to be okay with yourself. But like this is like the that scene that you're talking about, Emily. It's reversed, so I pointed the wrong direction. I'm gonna stop trying to point. I love that also Barbara was like, it's silent. Nobody laughs in the room. He's just like, that's not cool. And I'm like, thank you for being like, yo, that joke's not cool anymore. Like, it's not 2019 or not 2019. It's not 1990 something. I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
2019 was last year, you guys. Oh, God.
This is 2020 now.
It's 2020 now. We don't do that anymore. But I really appreciated the way that it's like a learning tool almost. I feel like, what were you gonna say? I keep cutting you off, Kelsey.
Oh no, that was it. No, I finished my sentence and then like it's then.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so we're back to the audition. Let's get back on the.
Oh yeah, we can talk about how Liam, what's his name, got cast as Romeo. We can talk about that, and I liked how it was accurate in the fact that it's the one male lead not pulling his weight. That was really accurate.
Like, everyone knows a Liam, and the thing is that it's not that Liam or like the Liam type guy in your middle school like is a bad guy. It's just that there's always one of them. Like the classically handsome, knows he's the best looking guy in the class, plays a sport probably. In this case, it's hockey, which
hockey, well-funded school.
But and all of the girls like this one guy because he went through puberty first or whatever. I don't know. But of course he gets Romeo because he's handsome and blah blah.
Of course,
he just doesn't memorize his lines. But I did. Logan and I actually talked about this the other day. I think where talking about how he's actually smart, like there, and don't hide the fact that he is curious and he wants to learn, and like there's a lot of pressure coming on from the guys who are outside of the theater realm that I'm kind of nervous about it, but also just like feeling like he should be acting dumb, and it's kind of that same sorry,
what was that?
Middle school.
I'm sorry, they're middle school and had a hockey team. That's real. A hockey team on which he breaks his arm.
We'll get
yeah, but I also love on that. I kind of like how like he's set up as like, the dumb jock of the middle school of sorts.
Yes.
But then he's the one in like, so spoilers, when he's not learning his lines and stuff. So like they're all like, the teacher is like, hey Maddie, you're good at this, help him. But much nicer. I just am paraphrasing and I sound aggressive when I do that. And he's the one like correct me if I'm wrong, but the first actual voice of like, no, I think Gemma might be into you. And like, I think, I just think that maybe, I don't think they're judging you. Like, I think, that's, whatever. Or like, you might be into her or whatever, is from him. And it's not like a judgmental. He's just like.
No, I'm guessing everything.
No, I think like Lucy was the first one. Actually, no. I don't remember anything anymore.
I don't remember if it's him, because him and Lucy happen really close, and I remember his.
No, you're right. You're right.
No, yeah, it's him, because he's like, oh, it could be this, and it's not like a.
Yes.
And she was already like on edge, and then Lucy was like, I cracked the final code, because Liam didn't pick up on it completely, but Lucy just straight up told her. That's what happened.
But I kind of think, though, I kind of feel like he might have, like, it totally feels like the middle school hot guy version of the old lady who's like, across the 405, is the toadstool or whatever,
Not Kurt. Finn? Finn Hudson? Is that his name? I haven't
Finn Hudson
in like 10 years.
I have not seen Glee in so long.
That is
Liam.
Yeah,
Liam's, yeah, for sure.
Wait, yeah. He is Finn Hudson. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had to give him a character where he's a himbo.
Yes, he's a himbo, but he's actually well-meaning, and he's actually a lot nicer than he seems. Well, and I feel like
a million different ways to like be smart too. So like that wasn't I wasn't dumb. So.
No, exactly. Also, himbos are great. Himbos are some of my favorite people. So there you go.
This is a himbo support group.
The himbo support group. Himbos Anonymous.
Oh my god.
Wait, so we're in the rehearsal process still with the book, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Timeline wise.
Real. That the anxiety is real. I still have stress dreams about my 8th grade production of Beauty and the Beast.
Same.
Why was he letting them watch? Like, he was just letting whoever want to come in and watch the rehearsals. And I was like, these people are already anxious as it is. Like, send them to go do their homework or something.
But it was cute how Maddie, like, this is such a middle school crush thing. She would, like, plan her day around her crush. And she'd be like, I'm not in the scene, but I'm going to sit and watch Gemma do her thing.
I know.
I feel like when we did our shows, like, we were always allowed to stay and watch because it was just, like, you could. I guess in my mind, part of me was like, he's using this as because he's their English teacher, he's using it as an assignment that way too. And I'm thinking like maybe, it's a way for them to have extra time with the material. I don't
for sure.
I'm not reading too far into this middle grade book, but
No, I actually think you're right. Yeah. Well, and like I know in high school we were more like around all the time anyway, but that was just because I don't know. But even then, like if you weren't, especially when you were like getting rides from home from school and stuff, if you weren't like involved in that like rehearsal process, it was like don't make your parent come back here at 5 p.m.
Right.
So I don't know. But I love, just to preface, I love the way that English teacher was written. I will protect him until my dying breath.
Sorry, go ahead, Kelsey.
I just got excited about the cookies and his wife.
Oh my god, I was just gonna say, when they turn this into a Netflix film, I want to be his wife so bad. I want to come in. She's literally on one page. She does one thing. It's opening night, and she gives him a kiss on the cheek and mouths that she loves him and makes cookies. She's unimportant, but I want to be her because whoever passes this man is going to be my dream man.
Yes, immediately.
What a meet cute. Oh my gosh. Hey, production people, if you are watching this stream, Emily is over there ready to work for this role.
Yeah, right? Please do it.
Or I'll be the big sister, Kara.
Oh, yeah, that was okay. Their relationship was so cute.
Yeah, I really talking about like relationships with parents and Kara. And so Kara is Maddie's older sister. And Maddie talks a lot about how Kara and her mom are always fighting because Kara's she's like 18,
19, like early college.
And I think like talking about and Maddie for like comments on it and says like they hate each other, like they hate each other. And then at the end of the book, Kara and Maddie have this kind of heart to heart. She's like, no, I love mom and I love her, and like I would never want you to think that our relationship is is bad just because we don't see eye to eye on everything. And I think I haven't had a lot of time to process exactly what this relationship is like symbolizing, but I think it's important to see like how fighting like that can be seen through an 8th grader's eyes, if that makes sense.
Yes.
And I also think it's really important to point out that to like say the younger 8th grade audience that will be reading this, because I do think like especially people in college have really tumultuous relationships with their parents. But at the end of the day, it's usually the only people you really invest time to like full on knock down, drag out, like verbally fight with are the people that you love and are afraid to lose, you know?
Yep.
It's that it's really, it's a sign of love and a way of like, please get on. I need to see eye to eye with you because I love you too much to not be able to, you know? I also just love.
Sorry, I just.
Yes. Oh my god.
Get it trending.
Yes. Hashtag.
Her name. It doesn't matter.
I have no clue what her name is. I don't think but she was also like the star when okay, those are the 2 moments that actually made me cry the hardest, to be honest, was when she's like, no, I love mom. And also let me explain what mom and I are doing. It's just because she cares so much. Like I sobbed at that moment, but I also straight up sobbed when he pulls up his wife and is like, and gives her a kiss and is like, this is it. Cause it reminded me of my high school choir teacher and his wife, who she was involved in like the whole program too. And she was incredible. She also was like, they were like a power couple for our school. And I just started sobbing. They're like, it's them.
It's them.
It's
them.
It's them. Shout out to the Wit Cops if you guys are watching. You're not, but you did.
Moving onward, I guess, since we're cutting down the wire.
Oh yeah, we're cutting to the hour.
Oh yeah.
So,
we can go over, but
so the rehearsal process is going on. Liam is having a hard time memorizing his lines, and Mr. Torres enacts Maddie and it's like, Maddie, you're really good at memorizing lines. Why don't you help him? And that's when we got into that whole conversation of him kind of pointing out that he's like, you kind of like Gemma, don't you? And then from there, I mean, he's like really struggling, and people across the board are struggling with understanding the Shakespeare. But him more so, and then he breaks his arm in a hockey accident and decides that he cannot do the role anymore. And they are kind of saying, yeah, kind of the broken arm, but mostly because he's afraid and doesn't want to be in the play anymore. And that's when they ask Maddie to step into the role of Romeo. And that is when my heart went.
Oh, they were so cute. When she fainted, when she had to like that was, oh my god, I faint. I'm prone to fainting. So that was so nice.
It was not the balcony scene. It was the party scene, right? Where they meet and they touched hands. And she got so nervous. Maddie got so nervous. She fainted on stage.
I know.
Pure moment.
So cute.
We've all been
Can
there.
we, to like, since we're on this side of things, I loved Lucy's reaction of her coming out was like, yeah, I loved that. She was like, oh yeah, cool, whatever, you know.
It's okay.
Water's wet. Let's go for it. I also like
this
this dude that I shouldn't. I like this dude that I shouldn't like, you know? And it's like super cool.
Sorry, I'm sorry for interrupting.
No.
Like, interject that, like while we're running with that. I like the intricacies of like middle school friendships that Barbara incorporated, like how Lucy and like Maddie were like, okay, we're gonna keep this secret from us, and we would exclude like one of them, and then there was like that whole confrontation about it, like in the end, but like she was still super cool about it. Like I like how that middle school friendship was like shown.
No, totally. I love that. You literally just said exactly what I was going to say. We're on the same page. We are connected. No, it was so good. It was so good. This is why it works. But no, I think that I don't know. How did you feel about Tessa's reaction? Because I felt I was halfway. I don't know. This is something I've noticed a lot in like young adult, like recent young adult LGBTQ plus books is there's always one friend that's like, oh, I don't care that you are insert sexuality here. I just care that you didn't tell me. And half of me is like, that is so like kind and sweet, and I'm so happy that we're like, this is what's actually happening, is like, you're keeping secrets from me. However, it also, like, every time I read that, I'm always like, don't make this about, don't do that to your friend. Your friend who's coming out, it's not your fight, it's your friend who's coming out's fight. Like, it's yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm like, my defenses are up there, but I'm like,
no,
I was kind
agree.
So valid. Well, and I also think, like, looking at it through the lens of being like 13 years old, and it seems, I think, in my opinion, upon reading it, it was more of, you told Lucy, or you and Lucy were hiding it from me, and it, like,
true,
you guys were purposefully like keeping a secret from me. And I do kind of agree, where it's like, you know, I don't have to tell you about my sexuality, like, it's not really my business. But, and like, the whole idea of coming out is kind of its own thing that I hope over time becomes less like needed, because we're just insinuating you're straight until you say you're not. Anyway,
just so
yeah, I interpret it more of as like being the hurt friend, that it's like, you didn't think you could trust me with this information, versus like, why didn't you just tell me? I don't know. That was just
no, that's how I interpreted it, Emily, for sure.
No, for sure. I was torn. I was like, I know.
I think it's because we're so used to that in like LGBT literature, of the whole like, but when it was done in this, it was more of the, you kept a secret, but from everyone, but like, I can form a sentence just then.
No, I also want to, like, on that, I just want to preface that, like, again, the friendships in this are they're so well written. They're so well written, and they're not forced at all. And like, I love that, like, there isn't like the whole thing with like Tessa and Lucy being into the same dude, and like that also was like, it wasn't even like a, how dare you be into him? It was like, well, okay, but why didn't you tell me? Like, what the heck? And I like that that's like the fix. I like that in the end, it's like, yeah, these things are happening, but our friendship is what's important. So like, let's not, you know, above all, it's us, you know.
Keep healthy friendships.
Exactly. Yes.
We're to 8 minutes. So to read through the rest of this book, the rehearsal process.
We can do an hour and 10.
We can do an hour and 10.
Maddie writes a love letter through
I forgot about the love letter.
Yeah.
Gemma's door before winter break, or in her locker, I'm sorry, before winter break. And then Gemma thinks that the love letter is from Liam, thinking that he wants to be back in the show as Romeo. And she kind of tells Maddie, like, ugh, he did this. So I asked him to the dance as like a pity date thing, thinking that he had a crush on her. And Maddie kind of is like, oh no. And
I was so scared.
I was terrified.
I was like, Liam.
She says something about like, you know, I'm really glad you still want to do this show as Romeo, because I would rather have you than Liam, and that makes Maddie feel better. And then opening night happens, and it was glorious, and we meet the wife, the main character. And then after opening night is the dance, and so our last scene is actually at the dance.
It's like a winter dance.
Valentine's Day dance.
Oh, it was a Valentine's dance. Also, we were talking about family. Can we talk about like how Maddie's mom like worked on the dance like completely just to be more involved in her kid's life?
She's such a good mom.
Yeah, like she became part of the PTO, and she was like so hurt when Maddie was like, I don't want to go to the dance. And then her older sister ended up taking her dress shopping, and they found something that she really liked, and then they went, and it was so cute. And I don't know, and like they kept saying like the whole time, like, you should just go with your friends. And I was like, we need to normalize going to dances alone or with your friends, because you don't need a date, first of all, to enjoy a dance. Fun fact, I went to like maybe 2 dances in my whole life with a date. So it's okay.
I went to all of them because I was on the committee to organize them.
Niall, you get it. Niall, you get it.
What was where? Yes.
We love well-developed, underdeveloped women.
Yikes. Mm-hmm.
That was not a flash at you. She is not important to the story.
No. Oh, yeah, no, you did great female.
If you watched this, it was
family dynamics.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Chosen for Barbara.
Barbara, I still want to play this role so bad. Okay,
Yeah. Barbara, I'm obsessed with your ability to create actual complex LGBTQ plus characters that are 13 years old. It's so good.
But I'm really okay. I just want to talk about the end really quick while we just have a second because I really like. So Gemma is there with Liam, and she's thank you, Niall, and Maddie goes to go drink some punch and whatever, and is kind of feeling a little bit left out. And Gemma speaks to her and kisses her on the cheek and says that she was her one true Romeo. And Maddie does this cute little thing. She holds up like a heart napkin and is like, "Thanks for being my this," or whatever, because she didn't know exactly how to like encapsulate what those feelings were. And like that's like literally how it ends. And I don't know, there's just like something about like leaving it at that and just kind of like letting it be what it was. I don't know. Am I missing something? I just
no
ending. Like she kisses the cheek and then laughing pulled me onto the dance floor. And the book ends with them dancing the night away.
Yeah. And it's like there's nothing. I don't think we need really anything beyond that. I mean, unless Barbara wants to write a sequel featuring the wife.
Damn, thank you. But no, I do love that, like, again on the Friends thing, there's the line where she's like, "But you're dancing with Liam," and she's like, "Actually, we're not. Nobody's really paired up. We're all just dancing as friends." And they all go dance, and it's so cute. It's not like it doesn't have to be like this big like romantic like cry sort of thing. It's just like, no, come here. You need to be with you. Yeah. I want you for you. It's so cute.
Just imagine seeing that like on a TV screen.
Also, like we never get a clear indication with whether or not Gemma is like gay or bi or anything like that. But like it's hinted at so much. Like my candidate that she is.
Oh, well, they said the very end it's a date. She goes, you have to take me to the vintage store, and she's like, "Oh, it could be a date," and then she's like, or it doesn't have to, and then she's like, "Oh, or it could," and you're like, "Oh,
like kind of coded in there, but they never like outwardly say it," and I think that's also important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we shouldn't expect our queer friends to be like, "Oh, by the way, I'm gay." Do you know what I mean?
No, exactly
like that. But I think the way that she went about it, and it was just so. Also, like when Willow defended gay people.
Yeah.
What chapter was that?
It was the one with AJ when he said, "Oh, that's so gay," or whatever. And
was that scene?
And even if they are gay, what's wrong with that? Which is making me think, in my noggin at this moment, it's because she knows Gemma's gay.
Was that Willow though?
Yeah.
I don't remember it being.
What?
Oh my gosh! Wait, that adds so much more character.
I got it. I have it marked.
No, I believe you. I probably auto-corrected it in my head to somebody that I wanted to like.
Because it happens a few times. Yeah, she says, "Yeah, AJ," Willow said in her team captain voice. Nobody thinks it's funny. And even if Romeo were gay, which he isn't, so what?
Okay.
I don't know.
I rescind what I said about Willow then.
That adds a lot more depth to Willow. I like how we both forgot.
No, right, because it's like there's just that moment where it's like, and I in my mind it triggered something in my mind because I was like, why Willow? And then I'm thinking, does she know Gemma, who is a friend of her? That like,
yeah.
God,
yeah.
Oh. Wait, Emily, show off your book. Show off all the tabs.
Oh, okay. So
look at this. Look at
look at that.
Yes.
I don't know how to enlarge you people. No.
Wait, can I enlarge myself?
Wait, can you?
Do we have the power? Was it in us all along?
Damn.
Enlarge me.
I don't know. Enlarge me.
Beauregard. Wait. No. Oh, I just enlarged the whole screen on my screen. No.
Okay. It's not important. There it is. It's really cute. I So the first half has a lot more tabs than the second half because I was kind of going crazy.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to stop because there's no reason.
Oh my god. Yes. Real.
You guys are killing it.
So yeah, I just I have this issue with being wrong, so I
Mhm. Yeah. No, you're the organized person here. You're the one who's
well, maybe here, like out of the three of us.
Out of the three of us, yes.
I really think so.
I do what I can.
I do what I can.
Anyway,
Oh my goodness.
4, 3.
No, we're not ready.
Oh,
We need a conclusion.
not quite done.
We need a conclusion.
What? Are
I
we
can't.
done?
It's been an hour.
It's been an hour. We should start wrapping it up in a way that way we don't go like too over.
Barbara,
Yes.
if you see this, you changed my life.
Oh, we love you so much.
Love you so much. Please
have any,
hold a
like,
masterclass on how to write young people because you're great at it.
Yes. Barbara, we will go to your masterclass. We'll be the first people there.
Yes.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything like final notes we want to add about the book?
I love it.
Yeah. The rep was good.
Yeah, I just added mine.
What a great way to start this book club. And I can't wait for next month. Plug for next month. Buy your book now. A gentleman's guide to
Vice and Virtue. I always want to say Love and
almost went Love and Murder. But that book is called Israel Rank. So
So yeah, in December we're going to be reading The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. We're super excited. But yeah, Star-Crossed was such a good first book for this club, like a middle grade with bisexual representation. And I like how Maddie also was like, I still like boys, but I also like gals. Like that was really nice because that's not always mentioned.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm reading these comments. I love you guys.
Yeah.
Imagine if the stream just went completely dark.
Yeah, and just 3, 2, 1, it's gone.
Next time.
Well, I thought that maybe because I don't know how to do this because I'm not good at YouTube yet. I thought you had like a timer on it. So you were like counting down. And I was like, oh no, okay.
No,
Eli, love you, Eli. Love you, Yasmin.
Fast enough.
If I don't at some point get to attend the Bible Club in person, my life will be incomplete post-COVID. Obvi.
Mm-hmm. Holding you to that. Please.
Oh my God. Wait.
Yes, Yasmin. Read A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
Yes, Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue.
Our goal is to switch off ML.
Who's hosting? Yes.
Who's hosting? Also, MM and W. Like.
Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
I don't know the acronyms either. I just kind of type them.
I don't know. Yeah, same.
So next month is
a male protagonist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. We're doing good. We're doing great, guys.
Heck yeah.
Love you guys. Thank you. I didn't read the book. I feel like I read it. Good.
My king.
Thanks, bud. I love you. Yes.
I'm like, stop in 5 seconds. That way it's a perfect.
Well, thank you all for watching. See you
Thank you so much.
See you next time. Bye.